Hi, Scorpio. My name is Audrey Alison. Thank you for joining me for your September 2016 forecast for the month. I'm happy to be here. I am in the peaceful gardens of Kuan Yin, goddess of mercy, and you'll hear some wind chimes going off. It's very magical and hot, but I'm using the alchemical deck for the tarot portion by Robert M. Place. This is my steadfast deck. And I'm also, if I remember, because I forgot in one forecast and had to upload the video, I'm pulling an angel card. I was inspired to bring this deck with me when I was leaving this morning. On Sundays, I do some meditation and yoga in the morning, and then I pull my own angel card. And when I was leaving, this deck was like, you need to bring me. So that's what happened. And I want to thank you for choosing me for your readings and for subscribing to this channel. I'm so thankful for your donations as well. For those of you who donate, I see each and every one of them come through. And also for subscribing to my Facebook page, Audrey Alison Astrology and Tarot, or for liking the page. You can get some good information there for transits as well as some posts that I do weekly. Let's start our month because we enter the month in a Mercury retrograde, and that will be through the 22nd of September. And this is in the sign of Virgo in your 11th house. Your 11th house of connections and friendships and goals is impacted heavily in this month. We start with the 1st of September, a new moon solar eclipse at 9 degrees of Virgo in this 11th house. So this is about eclipsing in new social connections into your life. It is about new friendships. And this eclipse is conjunct Jupiter and Mercury. That's retrograde. So hearing from people from the past will be important. Friendships from the past, that will strongly occur for Scorpio. And your wishes and goals that you may have had from before even can come through in order to manifest. Jupiter will have everything to do with this as well because he is expansion in this sector. And Scorpio has received some friends or expanded their circle of connections throughout the last year when Jupiter stayed in Virgo. So eclipses are a little uncomfortable. They can cause some upheaval, and as with most things, it's not always feeling the best when we go through change, and eclipse season does bring a lot of change with it. So you could be exchanging and changing out the friendships at this time and the connections you have with certain people. On the 9th, we have our annual Jupiter transit. He exits Virgo and enters Libra, and he'll be there through October 10th of 2017. And this is in the 12th house, which I don't mind. In fact, Scorpio, you're very psychic or intuitive as it is. You're a water sign. We'll start with that, and they're very perceptive, emotionally perceptive. And the 12th house is the house of dreams, psychic ability, intuition, the house of rest, peace, endings, and the house of release. So Jupiter here, he's preparing for when he enters your sign, which will be on October 11th or the end of October 10th, 2017. He'll be in the first house. But please watch your ascendant and rising sign as well, Scorpio. If you're lucky enough to know the time of your birth, that will help you a lot with transits. But Jupiter in the 12th could see the dream life grow larger, and for those of you who haven't really received a lot of premonitions in dreams, you will now, because Jupiter is just the biggest planet we have with the largest energy sitting in the sector of dream life. So you could receive some insight throughout that year, and he'll be helping to put you on the path for when he's in the first house of self. On the 16th, we have our full moon lunar eclipse, and this is at 24 degrees of Pisces in your 5th house of romance, creativity, and entrepreneurial endeavors. The full moon does see a closure, an ending, a culmination at its fullest, illuminating what needs to be seen or eclipsed out at the time of the 16th. Maybe you're dating someone, for those Scorpions who are single, but, casually dating. Maybe you even have a mild relationship, but you wouldn't be married at this point. Maybe you met someone that you thought could possibly be a true love or a romantic interest, but you're eclipsing them out of the picture. If there are any cracks in this connection, That's when people get eclipsed out, when they are really not in line with the path that you need to be on. Something can be eclipsed out in the 5th house of creative endeavors. If you are working with someone on a project and you could see that that project has come to an end at that time, or you've achieved everything you need to creatively and you're moving on. This could also see children going away to school at this time, or eclipsed out of the home, or them moving at a distance, which I know parents don't like to hear too much, but it could apply. On the day Mercury goes direct at 14 degrees of Virgo on the 22nd, our sun enters Libra as well. So happy autumnal equinox in the northern hemisphere and vernal equinox in the southern hemisphere. The sun entering this 12th house conjunct Jupiter is so expansive and beautiful and abundant in the dream life again, and in the instinctual area. So your intuition is very accurate, Scorpio. You could give readings yourself with that kind of placement. And for those of you who do that, for those of you in the metaphysical arts, this is wonderful for your psychic ability. And if you're a reader, or if you're channeling and you're in tune with that part of self, this is magnificent placement. It works for you. On the 23rd, Venus enters your 1st house, so you are aesthetically looking your best. It's smoothing over the physical appearance. Venus is balance and harmony, so that is working for you in the 1st house of body and self. On the 30th, we have our new moon at 8 degrees of Libra, and this is that 12th house again. So this is a quiet energy, because the 12th house is the quiet energy. And releasing addiction is important for you this month, and you could find that you're over it by the end of the month, because the new moon in the 12th will start you on a new habit, the 12th house of habit and addiction. So let's get to your cards, Scorpio. I'm anxious to read for you, and I'm sorry if the lighting in here is getting weird. I'm noticing some hot spots on my face, but I'll try to work with it. Okay, Scorpio, here are your cards for September, and if you'd like to book with me, I read all through the week. You could choose your desired reading length via the PayPal button at audreyalison.com, and I'll get back to you in a few days, day or two, with an email to give you some times and options, and we can set it up. Okay, Scorp, here are your cards for September. 3 of Cups. Friendship. Oh, this is the 11th house. Wow. Okay, so where your new moon solar eclipse is, this is friendship, social connections, trust. 3 of Cups is a celebration or a ceremony, perhaps even a wedding or graduation. The sun. Wow, magnificent. This is the solar eclipse. Check that out. Friendship in the 11th house, solar eclipse in the 11th house. So they're being very definitive here. But this is also success, happiness, marriage. It's a soulmate card. 4 of Cups. Now, since you're a water sign, we're getting a lot of cup cards because they are the water. Some of you are taking a conservative position right now, and that's great for September. You don't need a lot of fire in this month because it's not a month to push forward with action. It's an internal month, and if you're on hold right now, if you're at a standstill like this elephant in the sand, that's okay. Let September work for you. The Lovers. This is beautiful. This is a major arcana card. This actually represents the sign of Gemini, but it could mean your own personal attraction to someone. It's sex, it's lust, but the Lovers could be a trine. There's always 2 people on the Lovers card and then the angel, 3 people. So maybe you're choosing between 2 people, although your relationship energy isn't magnified this month. This could be about you being attracted to the 11th house of goals, and maybe you're attracted to a friend. You have the Ace of Cups here as well, and this is about new love, finding one's purpose and destiny, and What's your true heart's desire? That's another cup card. So the cups are here. This could be new love. And even though it's not astrologically impacted, the tarot is another situation. You could be receiving in the retrograde, you could be receiving contact from a lover from the past, or you could start a new connection with someone that is familiar, karmic relationship even, something that isn't finished or can remain, it is undone, so it needs to remain open. If you're feeling stuck though, this is the central card, so maybe internally, the 12th house, the quiet house, you're feeling like you're not moving forward, you're not moving backward. There is progression here. I'm going to pull an angel card. Progression because, you know, having the sun in a reading, it's the warmest and most jovial card, and it's kind of a sign of protection when the sun arrives. And having that solar eclipse in the 11th house of friendships and goals, this is bringing you the right people and contacts in your life. Trust that. Don't hold on to things that don't need to be held on to anymore. All right, Scorpio, this is your angel card for clarification. Daniel. Okay, I am the angel of marriage, and I am assisting you right now. Well, okay, Scorpio, this is pretty significant because this is the card of marriage. And speaking of that marriage here, and then seeing this as well for attraction, you could easily have, and this, you could easily have a new love entering here, or the relationship you're in leads to marriage. Beautiful. I hope this was helpful for you. I'm wishing you a beautiful day, a sweet September, and remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.